Hello everybody, Gregg here for online tennis instruction. Today's video I'm going to talk to you about the loading of the body on the serve and how you can sync that according to the toss and the swing. And this is where a lot of people struggle or have difficulties with this. And once you've worked through the arm action, then you certainly want to start to load the body and use the legs a little bit more. So one thing I like to do is actually get players in our clinics, and we had a lot of success with this, is to try to get into a nice throwing position. And so you want to get a good stance there, and then what you want to do is you want to get the weight to that back foot. And as you do that, you're going to turn your chest to the back corner, all right? So to get the weight back, turn the chest this way. Now, as you do that, try to soften that back knee. So as I turn, see how that knee kind of sinks a little bit, right? You do that over and over. Then what you want to think of is you think of throwing the ball. So initially, you get the weight back, you soften the knee, and you actually would look back to that corner as you pretend you're going to throw the ball as high as you can. You want to try and get this nice tilt over here between the shoulders and the elbows and the shoulders, right? And what I like to make sure that you do is that you have the knuckles to the sky, right? A lot of baseball pitchers will turn the hand up. It's something you want to avoid when you're hitting serve. So just do that again. You're going to get the weight in the back foot, soft knee, turn back, get to this position. Now, take it one step further. You want to then look upwards to where you would be, throwing the ball, and you want to be throwing the balls as straight up as possible, right? Obviously you don't want to be doing this, but it's a little bit forward but more upwards, right? All right, so this is what it looks like from behind. So I got a nice stance here, I got the weight to the back foot, soft knee, turning back, get into this position. You see how my shoulders are not turning past my hips, so I create this nice trunk stretch, get this nice alignment that really sets you up for that right to left. So you can do that over and over like this, pretending you're going to throw the ball as high as you can. Right now, as far as the syncing goes, of when do you engage the swing, this is the way you want to try this drill. And what we see is that some players will turn a little bit more than others, but after the release of the ball, we see players will kind of sink more, and then we'll get more rotation. So the ball leaves the hand, and then they sink into this position, and that racket starts to move over the head. All right, so let's watch it again. So you release the ball, and then we'll see the sinking here. So as the ball's going up, the body's sinking and twisting down, and that racket's coming up from that right to left as it starts to move over the head. Right, so you'll watch here, the ball goes up, and then this will happen. Right, so I want you to do that over and over, where you simply just toss the ball up. There's a little bit of turn. After you release the ball, you want to think of twisting down and then getting that racket into this position. Now, we prefer you not to stop in this position. We want the racket to keep moving, but for this drill, we want to stop in what we call that salute position. Right, so you're going to toss the ball up. As the ball goes up, I sink my body, and the racket comes up into this position. Okay, watch that again. You want to do that over and over. Now, those of you who use a pinpoint stance, that's where you bring the back foot up. When you release the ball, as you bend from the elbow, you actually bring this back foot up. These two things happen simultaneously. It's a little more tricky. That's why the pinpoint is a little more difficult to time. But it would look like this. You would toss the ball, and then I want that foot grounded behind the front foot before that racket crosses over your head. Then from that position, when you drive the legs, it'll help propel that racket over your head and into that racket drop, completing the right to left. So let's take a look at that again. With the pinpoint, you would toss the ball. When the ball leaves your hand, the ball's going up, your body will sink, the foot comes up, and the racket gets into this position we call the salute position. Okay, then from here, you would be fully loaded in time around about the apex of the toss, and then you would drive your legs. That would propel the racket over your head into the racket drop, and then you would then release it up to contact, right? Putting it together with the platform stance, same thing. You would toss the ball up. Whoops, that was the pinpoint. That's why naturally that's what I like to do. You get here, then you drive the legs, and that propels the racket down the rest of the way. Provided you have that nice loose arm and you allow gravity to assist, the leg drive will help you drive that racket more into the drop position. Then you can progress it where you just toss the ball up without hitting it, get in that position, and then drive up. And work on the timing, tossing it up. If you're doing pinpoint, It's always good to also video yourself to make sure that you're getting into the right positions at the right time. So again, you want to make sure your body is fully loaded like this, around about the apex, so you can then drive the legs to propel the racket the rest of the way. But to summarize the video, the concept for you is a little bit of turn. Some players have a little more bend, but when you release the ball, the body will start to sink as it coils down, and the racket will start to rise in that right to left as you bend from the elbow. So give these drills a try, do the shadow swings, work through those progressions where eventually you put it together with the shadow swing while tossing the ball, completing the full swing. And let us know your comments. If you like this video, please give us the thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so. And in doing so, it helps other players like yourself find this channel. Thank you for watching.